As a kid, I couldn't read or write, and I desperately needed to make the change. So how do you make the change in your life? If you're not happy in your life, in your relationships, in your career, in your job, your health, how do you make the change? What's the push? What's going to turn your life around? What's going to make it different? So many people are stuck where they are. How do we get out of that position and move forward? How do we progress forward? Well, let me take you back into time, back to my childhood. I was just a young kid, fun, happy times. I remember riding in the summer on my bike, a yellow bike actually, and just enjoying myself, fun, happy times. But then my life took a turn for the worse. My mum and dad were having some arguments, and they decided to part. I must have been less than 7 years old, and I was struggling very hard to deal with that. I couldn't handle them being apart, and it was affecting me. I was struggling. I wasn't sleeping at night. I remember one day in class, struggling to stay awake, the teacher talking just like a faint echo in the back of my ear. And he called me to the front of the class to read. Problem was, I can't read. Nonetheless, I remember climbing from out the desk and just walking forward. It felt like forever. As I looked beside me, I could see my friends sort of like sniggering, laughing. Finally, I got to the front of the class. I turned the page. I tried to read, and the words would not come out. I tried again, and still the words wouldn't come out. I tried once more, and I made the sound, and it didn't make any damn sense. Teacher lost his patience, and he said, go back to your desk and sit down. I turned back round and had that long walk back to the desk, feeling shamed, humiliated. And that was many days, many years like that in school. That was my school life. Fast forward, I'm 17 years old, I'm out in the world. No qualifications, no proper education. What do? How do I turn this life around? How do I make things happen? What do you do when you get stuck like that? What do you do? How do you turn it around? Well, I had a heart-to-heart with myself. I could continue with this poor self-image that I can't do nothing, that I'm not worth nothing, and stay where I am. Or I could dig deep down inside of me and move forward to the new life, the new me, the dream. It would be scary. It would mean challenging myself, challenging all my self-beliefs, all that negative belief that I had for myself. But I had a vision of myself as an old man, not achieving anything, not accomplishing anything. That vision frightened me, pushed me, and I thought I couldn't, I could cope with failure, but to have gone through my whole life not accomplishing nothing. So what would it take to turn this life around? Would mean to pay the price. And what would that price be? What is the price? Well, it would mean coming out of the comfort zone, challenging myself, pushing myself, having a deep-rooted self-belief that I could turn things around, taking on jobs I knew nothing about, making mistakes every day. These mistakes were every day, but through trial and error, through push, it suddenly became every other day, then every other week, and then whenever. I'd broke through. I'd broken the chains that were holding me back, and I was able to move forward. So how do you change your life if you want to change your life? You got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. I remember something Les Brown once said. He said, don't let nobody's opinion of you become your reality. You believe in yourself. And now I speak to young people. I do coaching and mentoring. I've written a book. I've had my own book signing events. I invite people and I encourage people to break their chains, to understand this is your life. You've only got this one life. Don't waste it. Use it. And if any of you would like to know more about self-empowerment and know more about pushing through those chains that are holding you back, My website is www.selfmade.me.uk. We are all self-made, and we can all turn our life around for the better. Thank you.